Hey guys, kamusta? And welcome back sa channel ko. So, kung hindi ka catch up sa mga current plans or current happenings all over in the US, honestly, hindi mo na kailangan because, well, you're in the Philippines and there's more fucked up shit here kesa sa America. But I can digress with that. All in all, there is this issue that is popping off. If you search right now on your tab and look up the name Sykunno, SYK, I forgot how to spell. And he is basically currently the most talked about person right now in the US. Reason is he is known as being master manipulator by multiple girls. Basically, he has a girlfriend 5 plus years sticking by, and as far as the girlfriend know, that Saikuno has been what do you call a very popular streamer and been faithful for the last couple of years and had a couple of issues, have a couple of problems, pero it wasn't a reason for him to it wasn't a reason for the girl to just go ahead and block things up. And this is gonna be something as a pinnacle point because pag-uusapan natin to later on what the girl was responding to after finding out the allegations are true, and because multiple women have reached out na si Saikuno are cheater. So, cheater, where is this coming from? Like, saan nagagaling tong what you call focus point na cheating? Saikuno basically created a background for himself as the nerdy, lovable streamer that could do no wrong. Is very, very humble, have very, very cute, very, very what you call wholesome. There we go. It is a word. Just search it up. Not the other word. Make sure there's a W at the start. Not wholesome, just wholesome. And that also is one of the pinnacle point that we're gonna be talking about on how he gets women. Like what the frick? So with Saikuno, he has been in the industry of streaming for quite a long while. He has actually done breakthroughs right before even streaming because he was previously employed by Apple and had like differences, also jumped to a different company. But all in all, he had a name for himself to be what most people call successful. Now he wanted to go ahead and switch to streaming, and while before getting on to the streaming zone, he already had a girlfriend for 5 plus more years now, which is good, awesome. But unfortunately, there was a there was a dark truth about the very end of this conversation that we're gonna be going to. So girlfriend didn't know that Saikuno was cheating for the most part in the relationship. And she actually uses his fame, his notoriety, his everything basically for women to be able to approach him with no regard of their self-worth or uh how would they say no to something as good as talking to a very famous streamer, and then knowing you might even have a shot of dating this guy, uh have a good background for yourself. Hey, you are the person that Saikuno loves dearly so and probably would like to marry. That's basically it. And how he does this is nilalabam niya. If you guys don't know what love bombing is, it's basically just showing up your love right away. You guys haven't known each other for quite a long time, but hey, someone is already like tug and pull and giving off like, hey, just want to go ahead and get an apartment, get your cats, we can go together, and we're gonna be loving each other all throughout lifetime. And basically, that's it. Which is also called love bombing because just like a bomb, it will explode at the very end, and that's what occurred. So, a little background drop for the a little background for the streamers that are giving Saikuno hate. Basically the girls that had said experience. So there is one of the streamers. I'm gonna post this up on screen right now. There you go. And with Saikuno, this is the girl that he promised to, hey, let's go ahead and meet up on this convention. I'll go ahead and grab a room. Here's some money. I'll cover the cost for the trip, and everything else should look or matter to this girl, right? Because basically, this is like a deal of a lifetime. But unfortunately, also, by the way, this girl started as humble. uh the background is gonna be coming up later on, but basically this girl just wanted to show that, hey, I didn't want to go ahead and do something right there and there, because I just want to go ahead and make sure I'm the right fit for this guy. But that didn't happen, of course. What happened is, like, who know, and this girl had a little bit of intimate moment, and with the girl in mind, here's what she has to say. So, all in all, what occurred is something that was unexpected, and a little background drop for this girl. This streamer, this VTuber, isn't what I could call a VTuber. She's an adult model, basically an adult model, what I could say, and her background when it comes to streaming is basically she just has a VTuber model. If you're gonna be asking me, what are VTubers? Here's a little drop from Wikipedia, and then also these are just images of what VTubers are. What do they do? Basically, a streamer who has a virtual avatar. There you go. And basically, for her as a VTuber, ish, I can't really call it a VTuber. I can't really call her a VTuber because she's an adult. Um, she's like an adult model or like a content creator for adult videos or something like that in that category. And she happened to have a VTuber character or a VTuber avatar. It loses a little of the touch, but all in all, I guess people can still call her a VTuber. But yeah, this is the person that bringing out like the Google Docs, the whole scandal, the whole reveal with a YouTuber called Mujin. And with Mujin, he is known as one of the uh sort of before this credible when it comes to like drama, internet drama or scandals like this. But this really messed up quite a while. Why? Because I don't know who made uh who basically got the idea to form like the title, but it says by the very end of said title that Sykunno is regarded as a predator. And you might be asking yourself, what the heck? What do you mean by a predator? A predator in American standards, or probably in the Filipino standards as well, is a guy or a girl that has something in touch with minors. Um, a little bit of nose of that wording. Sorry, I guess you could say they like touching minors, but in this regard, um, I can't really call her. I can't really call her a minor, because the main reason why they're calling it a predator or a predator thing that occurred is because Saikuno is actually 34 and this girl is 19. So it's like a 15 age difference. So give yourself, put it in a position that you're like a streamer, very brand new and want to branch out, and you have the ability to go ahead and make that dream happen, start it off, grow from it. And because of that, you're so very lucky that you get to have a person like Saikuno to help make your mark, basically. But that isn't what happened there. So the girl said, "There we go," and then there's also this infamous video call because what she did is a little bit of a sinful tactic, but I guess in this sort of action, they got their answer. So they recorded a video call or a Discord call with Sykunno, basically showing like, hey, uh, bitch, I found you out. You ain't getting nothing. Um, but then this girl just came off as marupok. If you guys don't know that in the Philippines, it means like someone who's someone's heart who's weak, or someone who has a mellow heart. And it's not so bad to hear. It's just that a lot of people currently are using it to tell someone that, hey, you have a horrible and toxic boyfriend, girlfriend, and then you're coming back to her. Like, what the fuck? What kind of person are you, basically? So that's where the terminology came from, Marupoke. And Saikuno said this. Mm-hmm. And just gotta go ahead and put it out there. Listening to this again while editing out the video, I can see why I can see why there's some master manipulator type shit that that people are making out that people are creating right now, because it does sound like that. It sounds very like that right now. And that is basically it. All in all, what I could say is, for my opinion, this is a horrible. I guess what I can say is, um, when it comes to things like this, us guys, I'm not putting up as women that they do this shit. Not saying that everybody does this shit. That's a girl that's breaking people's hearts and stuff like that. But when it comes to guys, we we do have honor as well as women, but we have something in between honor and shame. Yeah, I was gonna say shamefulness, or but something like that. And it sucks your masculinity out if you found out, or if you have a buddy of yours and he goes ahead and tells a story about how much he fucked up a girl's, life, destroyed her mentally, physically, and sexually, and basically left her for dead. It brings out something that feels like, I want to call you a coward, or I want to call you like a pussy. The pussies among pussies. You're a pussy, not a pussy, basically. And it just feels wrong that you're gonna be doing that to someone else. And I guess like it would show that not a lot of people would agree with me, because all in all, this feels like, hey, you got away scot free. Yeah, stick it to the woman. And they have that going for him. Who cares? It's a hooker anyway, like a sex worker. Who cares about him? um they're still people. And as much as I want to hate people every day, there's not a lot of people that have the same opportunities as everybody else. And it's true, it is their choice to make such content, and that will be stoned they will be stoned because of it. And I don't think that's right, but still, I can't really change everyone's mind. But what I could say is, put yourself in her situation, where she's not really, I guess I could say, I guess I could just assume that she's not really done with exploring what she can do for herself, by herself, with herself, and she wants to make a name for herself with the said talents, or with the opportunity that she has now. Not a lot of opportunities are the same. Again, I'm just gonna go and clarify that. So yeah, but that's basically it. Um, yeah. Bye.